All right, so in this problem number 42, page 9, what do you have? You have a Cartesian system coordinate, okay? Y-axis is here, x-axis is here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I'm going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Then they are telling you that the x scale equals 5 when the y scale equals 1. What does that mean exactly? It is pretty simple. When you look at, let me take another color. When you look at your Cartesian system coordinate, you can see that when you move 1 on x, so when you move 1 unit on x, it is in fact 5. Because the x scale is 5. Make sense?
Yeah.
So knowing that when I'm going in that direction, I'm going to the positive x. If I'm going in that direction, I'm going to the negative x. For the y, every time I move 1 unit, I move 1. So right here, when I move right there, this is 1. And so obviously this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. And minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, and minus 5. When you take the other one, you're going to have 10, 15, 20, 25. And right here, minus 5, minus 10, minus 15, minus 20, minus 25.
Okay.
So when they're asking you, give the x mean, x max, y mean, and y max, where are you going to have the x max? Well, the x max
X max is 25.
equal 25, x mean negative 25, and if you look for the y, you're going to have y max 5 and y mean negative 5. We good?
Yes.
Okay, so now we are going to do another one, the same kind. Let's try to do the problem number 45. Okay? So number 45 is it's going to be exactly the same thing. Let me put that right here. So I'm going to write it right here, so don't be worried. Just take a look at it. Number 45. So number 45, what do we have? On the number 45, we're having a Cartesian system coordinate, but on this side we have 1, 2, 3, okay? And on the other side we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then that is the x-axis. And on the y-axis, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down we have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. And they are telling you that the x scale, let's write right here, x scale is 100, and the y scale is 100. What does that mean? It means that on the x-axis, when I move 1 unit, okay, when I move 1 unit, because of the scale, I move 100. So that is going to be 200, and this one is going to be 300. And obviously, this one minus 100, because I'm going to, in a positive value of x to the right, negative value of x to the left. So minus 100, minus 200, minus 3, minus 4, minus 500. The last one is minus 500. Now, if I do the y, same idea. I'm going to have on the y minus 100 for the first one, minus 200, and minus 300. And obviously on the top, 100, 200, up to 500. Why? Because for 1 unit, I got 100. Because that's the y scale. So my x max is going to be 300. My x mean is going to be minus 500. My y max is going to be yes, 500, sorry, when my y mean is going to be y mean minus 300. We good? All right, so let's take a look at this problem number 68. Problem number 68. And this problem number 68, what do we got? They're asking you to calculate with your calculator the cubic root. So first of all, please put the 3 on the top and not more. Yours is more right here. So you should have your 3 to the left up corner to your cubic root. So let me erase that now. And then what's going to happen is you have to calculate. So let me change 2.1 minus 6 squared. Depending on the calculator you have, some of the calculator, and the one I suggest you take, when you're going to plug this inside your calculator, you're going to see something like this. You're going to see this, the cubic root, and right away a parenthesis open. Okay? So that lets you know that then you plug the number 2.1, subtract what? Subtract 6 squared. And when you subtract 6 squared, it's going to be minus 6, and then you're going to put your square with your calculator. Okay? So you're going to find the button where you can put the square. And then you have to close your parenthesis. When you are plugging the square like this, it's just for the 6, not for the minus. The subtraction sign is not square right here. And if you have closed both of your parentheses, you are supposed to have the right answer. So with your calculator, you don't have a TI-84. What you have to do is a little bit different. But at the end of the day, it's probably just because you didn't put your parentheses. All right? All right, so just to remind you, when you are plugging your cubic root, it's not 3 and then square root. That is 3 times square root. And a square root cannot have a negative number. That cannot be negative. This is why your calculator is giving you error. Because what you're writing here is not the cubic root of the parentheses. It is the 3 times the square root. And so how do you get the cubic root? We are going to do that. Why are you able to have an answer with a cubic root when you could not have an answer with this right here? It is only because a cubic root can have a negative radical, when right here you can't. We good?